What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Trent here. Today is Wednesday, July 16th, which means today is National Comic Book Day. In today's video, I'm going to go through everything I picked up at my local comic book shop today, what I'm reading, and what I'm enjoying. But before we begin, if you guys enjoy this video, consider subscribing to this channel. Right now, I'm on the road to 50 subscribers, so your subscription would mean the world to me. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please like and comment below. I always enjoy starting off these videos by highlighting one comic book from last week that I really enjoyed reading. I always enjoy starting off these videos by highlighting one of my favorite books that I picked up from last week. This week's highlight was Fantastic Four #1, written by Ryan North and art by Edgar Delgado and Humberto Ramos. I really enjoyed this issue. I thought it was a very great starting point for me personally with the Fantastic Four. I haven't really read a lot of Fantastic Four comics growing up. That always felt very daunting. I didn't really know where to start. This was a really good place to start. It's technically in the One World Under Doom timeline, but you don't really need to know what's going on in there to understand what's going on in the story. To briefly recap the story, the four of them are separated and sent back in time across different time periods, and they're all trying to figure out a way to get back together and solve this predicament that they're in. It is a simple premise, but it's done in a way where it shows off each of the personalities and each of the strengths and weaknesses of each of the Fantastic Four within the first issue. It's a good reintroduction to these characters for those who are not very familiar with it, and it's also a very serviceable and enjoyable story. I'm excited to keep reading and picking this up as they come out month to month. Now that we're done with last week's highlight, we're going to go into everything that I picked up today at my local comic book shop. Starting with Invincible Universe Battle Beast Issue 3, written by Robert Kirkman and art by Ryan Ottley. Firstly, I have to highlight the art in this book is so awesome. Ryan Ottley is at the top of his game right now. Every page is full of so much detail and expressiveness, and it really makes this book for me. The story is going along as we're picking up with Battle Beast, trying to find a worthy adversary. With issue 3 coming out this week, I've really been enjoying the series. It's always towards the top of my pull list every week. So I'm super excited for what's in store in the future of Battle Beast. Next up from DC Comics, we have Absolute Flash issue 5, written by Jeff Lemire and art by A.L. Kaplan. I'm looking forward to this one because it seems that Wally is finally going to be able to fight somebody in this one, because the last issue was a bit of a reprieve, a bit of a rest as we reintroduce new characters and he meets more people. And in this issue, he comes directly face to face with Heatwave. I'm excited to see how Wally and Grodd potentially team up to try and take him down or to neutralize him in some way. I've really been loving the Absolute Universe. Absolute Flash is one of those that I enjoy. It's a very enjoyable read. So I'm excited to see how the battle between Wally and Heatwave goes down in this issue. Next up, also from DC Comics, we have Robin and Batman, Jason Todd, issue 2, written by Jeff Lemire and art by Dustin Nguyen. I really enjoyed the first issue. It seems that online I've seen a lot of controversy about the issue, especially regarding Jason and Alfred and Batman, about how they're kind of mischaracterized in the issue. Personally, I'm not too offended by it. Maybe they're taking some liberties with how these characters are behaving, but I think the story that's presented, if it's presented as an Elseworld story, is pretty interesting for the most part. I really vibe with this watercolor style. I love the vibrant use of the color, especially in this medium. I think it contrasts how violent Jason is and how his upbringing has been. And I think it's every page of this legitimately feels like a painting. I'm very excited about issue 2. I want to see more of this character. Ray, he seems very interesting. He almost seems like a vision of who Jason will become in the future. So I think that could be an interesting little story point. Last from DC Comics, we have Absolute Batman, issue 10, written by Scott Snyder and art by Nick Dragotta. This will probably be my highlight of next week. I've absolutely been loving the Batman series that they're putting out right now. Every week has been so good. Last week we had Batman going face to face with Bane and taking a huge L. It seems in this issue, Batman is going to be trying to escape from Arkham and he's stuck in Arkham. Um, I think that's a really interesting premise. Batman's a very intellectual character, so I'm excited to see all the different ways that he's kind of trying to escape this facility and trying to eventually outsmart them. I'm excited to see more of Bane in this issue, as well as maybe we'll see some glimpses into what's going on inside Arkham. Probably some crazy, demented stuff. Book is absolutely phenomenal. Super excited to dive into this one. All right, to round things out, my last book from Marvel Comics is Imperial issue 2, written by Jonathan Hickman and art by Federico Vicenti. You have all these different factions within the Galactic Order all in one room, and all of a sudden there's a assassination and there's a frame job, and everyone's trying to figure out who actually committed this. The art in this book has been really great. I think it fits the style of the story. I'm excited to see the fallout of the first issue because an event as big as that one is definitely going to have some repercussions going forward within the Galactic Order. So I'm expecting a lot of chaos, maybe some big space battles. I want to see some Hulk action personally. I think that'd be really cool to see. But I'm super excited about this series. It's definitely up my alley. I love myself a good old dramatic space opera. All right, so that brings me to the end of this week's pull list. Let me know down below in the comments, what did you guys pick up this week? What are you guys reading? What are you enjoying? If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like down below. It helps out the channel a whole bunch. Remember, I'm on the road to 50 subscribers, so your subscription would mean the world to me and inching closer and closer to that goal. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I'll see you guys next week for more comic book reviews. Until then, have a day.